I am what older people call young, and I'm what younger people call old. I'm a millennial, and you know, the Lloyd Smucker of the past that Tammy talked about, I don't know him. All I know is the new guy that has been screwing up ever since I was born. Now, I'm from Southern York County, so when they did redistricting, Lloyd Smucker inherited parts of my county as well where I live. And all of us combined, you know, we know that with Lloyd Smucker, at best, he does nothing. At worst, he does harmful things. And because of that, we have to call him out. We don't have a choice but to call him out. Lloyd's, so everybody working a full-time job, worked about 175 days to this point. Lloyd Smucker has worked 80 days to this point, under half of that. And for the entire month of August, in the month we're in, he is on recess. Recess time was meant for congressional representatives to be in their districts, addressing concerns, and I assure you, he will not spend one day here talking to the individuals of his district. I can promise you that. And why is that a problem? Well, because we put him in office. Now, what are the issues in his district? Well, with unemployment going out of control, and the fact that we already had, before the pandemic, we had 30 million people in this nation that did not have adequate or decent health care or health care at all. Because of the pandemic, that number has been exacerbated, and with employment has gone to health care. And we all say these things are due to the pandemic, but I have a different take on it. I thought about it for a while. This isn't because of the pandemic. It's because of failed government. The pandemic didn't make anyone lose a job. Here's an example. Over in Germany, unemployment went from 3 to 4%. And that is because the government decided that they would subsidize 75% of the workers' income if the employers agreed to not lay them off and take away their benefits. That happens there, and it happens in civilized places all over the world. Just not here, because when you fall through the cracks in America, you are gone and forgotten. So, in essence, they nationalized wages, something we can do here as the richest nation in the world. Now, where does that tie in with Lloyd Smucker? Well, totally and entirely. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing.
Lloyd, he wants to talk to you.
Lloyd wouldn't call me. Here, in the city of York, the hospital closed down, and UPMC moved it to another location. In that hospital, the one that was abandoned became a COVID testing site. Here in Lancaster, the hospital was abandoned, and now it's going to be apartment. It's going to be an apartment building. When you take something healthcare related from the public and don't reinvest it into the public and make apartments that are going to be at the cheapest $1,500, most expensive $2,500 a month to live, which is well beyond the median income. If anybody living here, you have by definition taken it from the public and given it to the private. That's an issue because everything built in Lancaster is done with your money, with your parents' money. Everyone that ever worked hard, that you love, that you care for, who tried to provide a better life for you, they built those buildings. And when we let the private sector take those buildings away, they don't come back, ever. They have a lot of projects, and this is one of the gentrification projects that they disguise as beautification. I used to buy into it, thinking beautification made the city beautiful. All it does is move poor people out of the city and put that in places the burden that they call poor people on other municipalities with lower budgets.
Yes.
That's not fair. Your parents paid to live here. I don't care if you're not from here. I don't care if you moved here. I don't care if you stepped in the city for a day. If you get sick, you should have a place to go. It's a hospital, and they get tested for COVID. That's not in a tent and not in a whole nother damn city of York.
Right.
Right.
True.